Dear students, how are you? I think you are well. Though we are now not so good in position because we are because we are passing a stage of crisis. We are the victims of COVID-19, a deadly, a very acute, serious and complex disease which is sweeping over the country, over the world. That is to say, it's a pandemic disease. It is in epidemic form. The world has never seen or never passed such a critical period or moment. The world, the whole world is in alarming situation. All of us are not in sound and safe position. We are to stay alone. We are to stay alienated and separated for this chronic, for this dangerous form of disease. Dear students, you are the students of degree class. Time is going on, time is moving, time doesn't stay in one place, it is always moving forward. After the closure of the institution, once all the institutions across the country will open when the situation will be favorable and congenial. Dear students, I think you are at home, you are studying in some way or other. I think all of us are not in favorable condition, but it's our duty, it's your duty and responsibility to continue your study as you are the novice, you are the learners, you are the apprentice. Dear students, you are the students of degree pass and certificate course. You are the students of degree third year exam. Your syllabus, English syllabus, contains 80 marks. From 3 years back, your syllabus covers 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Dear students, you are to answer all the questions within 80 marks, and your passing marks is 32. Dear students, I like to introduce with you regarding the syllabus today. The whole syllabus contains 3 parts, or it denotes or covers 3 parts: Part A, Part B, and Part C. Part A contains Part A contains 10 marks. The first portion of the entire syllabus, entire subject. The Part A contains an Part A আব্বু ক্লাস নিচ্ছি। In this first portion, Part A, we have got 10 marks. And here we have had a comprehension or passage, and this comprehension will deliver 10 marks. Going through this comprehension, a student can answer some 4 questions, brief questions, and each question contains 1 mark. That is to say, we have to answer 4 questions, and each question is normally in WH question. Mostly if the students acquired or have command or knowledge on framing WH questions, he can easily answer the 4 questions given. If a student answers all these brief questions in accuracy, rightly, then he can get full marks. He can get full credit in this portion. Next, question number B, we have got, or there is an indication of synonyms. That is to say, writing down of the meaning of the following words. That is to say, a student has to write down the synonyms of 6 words, and each word contains 1 mark. That is to say, 6 questions cover 6 marks. Not only that, the students have to write down the sentences. They have to write down the sentences of their own. They shouldn't cite or quote any sentence from the comprehension or given passage. The students have to make or construct the sentence with the synonymous word in his own capability or capacity. In this way, part A covers or ranges 10 marks, and it's a tip or news for you that all of you can get full credit or 10 marks, full 10 marks if your answers are correct, right, and maintains accuracy. Dear students, next portion comes as part B, and part B contains 20 marks. Here we have got some grammatical portions, some grammatical ingredients. If you have got sufficient knowledge, adequate knowledge on grammar or grammatical topics, I think you will be able to answer, to find out the solutions of the given questions or grammar. Dear students, here we have got 8 options, 8 numbers. Among 8, you are to answer 5. That is to say, we are given alternatives or substitutes here. There are more 3 additional questions here. That is to say, you are to answer 5 questions out of 8. Each question covers 4 marks. Thus, if you answer 5 questions, you will be in a position to answer 20 marks. Each question contains 4 marks. Thus, 5 questions contains 5 into 4 equal to 20. Dear students, this portion starts or begins with number 2, and we have got the range from 2 to 9. In the question number 2, traditionally, as we have seen before or in the last questions, exam 216, exam 217 and exam 218. In the last 3 years of third year exam for degree pass and certificate course, in this part B portion, question number 2 shows or implies changing word. or forming words. We can term it as formation of words. In this item or topic, the students are prescribed or directed to change 4 words. If each word is awarded half mark, and with that changed word you are to make or construct or form a sentence. That is to say, this sentence contains or will give you a half mark. Changing word half and making sentence half. Together we can get 1 mark. In this way, 4 changing word and 4 sentences from each changed word, you can get 4 marks. Dear students, in question number 3, we have an item of supplying suitable word. Supplying suitable word. In this question, we have also 4 mark to have answered, and there are 4 gaps to be filled, and each gap contains 1 mark. Thus, each question contains 4 marks. Here we are to learn all the grammatical rules and regulations. We are to fill the gaps with any kind of part of speech, with any sort of part of speech needed. Here there is no clues. Here we have to invent or discover our appropriate or suitable word from our capability, from our memory. Next, question number 4, dear students. Here we will find a question, and this question or item is regarding right form of verb. We are to answer this question filling all the gaps with correct form or right form of verb. Here there are indications of some verbs, and these verbs are given. We are to answer, we are to use correct form of it. We can use base form of verb, we can use ing form of verb, we can use past form of verb, we can use past participle of verb, we can use infinitive, we can use gerundal use of verb. We can use all the verbs, essential or correct one, in this sector. Dear students, next question number 5. Here we will find some words or given words which are directed to change into opposite word. We shouldn't use Bengali meaning of that word. We should use English to English. We are to use opposite words. Not only that, nay, we are to make or construct each and every correct and right sentence with those synonyms. 4 sentences should be constructed. 4 sentences, correct sentences should be formed. If all these opposite words, if all these antonyms as well as sentences are correct, then you will be given or you will be credited full marks. As it is grammatical item, if your grammar is correct, then you will get good or handsome outcome. Dear students, in this topic, in this item or element, you may get option, you can get alternatives or questions. You can get substitute or alternative or option, and this option is shown as adding suffix or prefix. There are some words which can be added with suffix or prefix. Any kind of suffix or prefix you can use if those are correct ones. And after adding those suffix or prefix, you should use or make sentences with those very words. Next, question number 6. Dear students, in question number 6, we have an item, a very momentous, a very significant item to be answered, and this question is WS question. You are to construct or make WS question. On the question, there are answers. On the question, the students are given some answers in assertive form, in assertive sentence. All of you or the examinees are dictated to make some questions which will be started with WS, adding WS word. That is to say, the question is termed as WS question. If you are able and capable of making or framing 4 WS questions. They may start with who, they may start with whom, whose, where, what, when, why, where, and how. Any type of WS question, correct one, is given full credit. Dear apprentice, you are to know, you are to learn all the grammatical items. If you know the rules thoroughly, if you know the rules minutely and profoundly, then I think you will be given credit, you will be given award. Dear students, next question number 7. Here we have got some words which are jumbled, which are not decorated, which are not orderly. These words are in haphazard form. These words are disordered and jumbled. These words should be remade. These words should be rearranged. Some words are shown here through some commas, and these words are in disordered situation, and you will be directed to arrange them properly. If a student can arrange these words properly, then he will be given credit. The words should be decorated or arranged in such a way that they will be in a shape of assertive, maybe interrogative, imperative, optative, exclamatory, and they may be simple, they may be compound, they may be complex. If the sentence is correct, whether it is in structural form or whether it is in functional form of sentence, it doesn't matter. You are to correct or write down the sentence properly and accurately. If all the sentences are correct, then you will be able to get 4 marks here also. I like to note one thing, that you had also faced such type of question in HSC level. You had also a question on rearrangement. In old syllabus, the rearrangement awarded 14 marks. Afterwards, it gave 10 marks and still it is going on. Dear students, there is a vast difference, I think, between these two portions, two types. These sentences were haphazard, these sentences were jumbled in ASSC level, and you had to answer them by rearranging those sentences in such a way that they would be a continuous paragraph. But in degree class, your question on rearrangement of words here is somewhat different. You are to rearrange the words, not sentences. You are to decorate the words in an orderly way. They are haphazard, they are jumbled. You are to decorate, you are to nicely arrange them so that they can be a correct and accurate sentence in shape. Dear students, today I have a desire to complete the marks distribution of all the items of this syllabus, but due to time coverage, it is somewhat impossible for me to complete this mark distribution and all the items today. In the next class, if I get the opportunity or chance to deliver the lecture, dear learners, next day I will try my best to give you the rest or remaining portions, remaining items of this syllabus, of this part. That is to say, I have chalked out 2 to 7 questions of part B, and next day I'm expectant. I have got expectation and desire to deliver the remaining portions, remaining parts of part B, and also the whole portion of part C. Dear students, today I like to bid a goodbye. I like to exit from my class, and before bidding goodbye, I like to remind you that you are to maintain all the rules of health. You are to maintain and practice health codes. You must wear mask whenever you will go outside of home, and you will, I think, you will maintain social distancing, physical distancing. If you keep yourself aloof from crowds, from noise area, I think according to WHO, you will live, you will keep yourself, you will be able to keep yourself better. And I think after entering the house, you will wash your hands with essential liquids, essential washing up liquids, at least for 20 seconds, and you will wash your clothes you have worn. And if you maintain all this, I think you will feel better, you will keep safe, you will keep all the family members safe. Thank you. Thank you all.